Good morning, friends, and happy Easter. It's finally here. It is the most important holiday in the whole church year, the day when we celebrate Jesus being raised from the dead. Now, usually when we're all together for worship, we have a special way of saying good morning. And how it goes is the pastor, me, says, Jesus is risen. And then everybody else responds, Jesus is risen indeed. Hallelujah. So should we try that? Jesus is risen. And you say, Jesus is risen indeed. Hallelujah. One more time. Jesus is risen. Jesus is risen indeed. Hallelujah. And how about an extra hallelujah today, right? Hallelujah. Well, today then we are going to finish our last Easter love letter from God. Ready? Here we go. And this is called the Super Surprise. There was something special about the day. The birds that lived in the trees above the quiet cave knew it. They knew it when they opened their eyes that morning and saw the sunrise. The sun peeked out over the horizon and seemed to wink at the world. Pinks and oranges, yellows and reds flooded the skies. Golden rays reached out like fingers toward the cave and twinkled as if they were holding a secret. The birds could feel an early morning whisper, a song, gliding through the trees. And now the birds could hear it, a whisper that got louder. As it danced along, it was a name carried on the wind, sailing through the leaves, rushing through the grass. The birds perked up and opened their beaks to join the chorus of all creation as every living thing sang the name that is above any other name. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is alive. The big stone had been moved. The cave was empty. The sun was shining. Jesus, King of the whole world, was alive again. The trees clapped their hands. The flowers danced for joy. The birds flew high over the fields and carried the news, the most wonderful news that the world has ever heard. Jesus is alive. And soon the disciples would know it. Jesus' mother would know it. And one day everyone in the whole world would know it. And now you know it too. And here is God's love letter to us this morning. Dear friends, can you believe that my son Jesus came back to life? Only the King of the whole world could do that. Jesus is the King of love, the King of hope, and the King of heaven, and he wants to be the King of your life. Will you let him? Just whisper a prayer. Dear Jesus, I believe in you. Teach me more about how you want me to live. Thank you for showing me what love looks like. Thank you for dying on the cross and for coming back to life, for forgiving me and showing me the way to heaven. Amen. If you just whisper that prayer, welcome to my family. You are a part of the most wonderful family on earth. And it's wonderful because you just joined it. I love you, God. Well, I hope you enjoyed these love letters from God. Are you ready to write your last one back to God? This is a joyous love letter to tell God how much you love that he raised Jesus from the dead so that we can all have a place in heaven. And so should we finish with our special Easter greeting? Ready? Jesus is risen. Jesus is risen indeed. Hallelujah. Have a wonderful Easter, friends.